Alright, how are the microphone levels? OBS. Looks like I need to turn the game audio down a little bit. Alright. Starting in about I'll say 550. Until then, watch the nice demos of the NES Mini. It's got actually a pretty neat demo kind of mode if you don't press any buttons for a while. Let's see, the ratio's a bit weird. Let's fix that. There we go. What is it with all my Twitch? All my friends on Twitch are getting hacked. I'm not Twitch, Skype. Got like 3 people sending me just random links on their Skypes now without anything else, any other activity in their account. And I hear this is just kind of an epidemic problem. It's like people wonder why everyone's switching to Discord. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but that certainly doesn't help. Anyone who's here and is able to chat, let me know if the audio's okay. If game audio's too quiet or too loud, or if I'm too loud. This is the NES Classic Edition. I was in a very good place to get one because I was visiting my folks in DC at the time, and they live within walking distance of both a Target and a Best Buy, which are right next to each other. So it's like it couldn't get any more perfect than that. I didn't really plan it out. I wanted to visit my parents soon, and it just happened to fall like I left before the release of the NES Classic. And I was like, yeah, I'll pick up one of these while I'm there. Alright. Hopefully people can hear me okay. If not, that's fine too. But I intend to play all the games on this stream, like, more or less in alphabetical order, except that for now, I'm going to be skipping over to two-player simultaneous games, hoping to get a friend of mine to come by and play them with me. So that, alphabetically, it starts with Balloon Fight and then Bubble Bobble, but I'll be skipping those two and going straight to Castlesvania, which is one player only. So that's what I'll be playing tonight. Which is why the game in the Twitch info said Castlesvania. It all makes sense now, right? And yeah, I do have friends. It's I know it's hard to tell. But eventually I'll be able to prove it. So Castlesvania is a game I was pretty decent at back when it came out in 1986. And I was 9 years old at the time. But it's a pretty difficult game. Like, this is one of the games people tend to reference when they use the whole internet phrase Nintendo hard. Starts out not too bad. I got a bad drop already. But the difficulty ramps up pretty quick when you start getting to all these enemies that knock you back and you're surrounded by pitfalls. That's a very bad combination. Well, hey. It's not often that you get the best weapon in the game from an enemy drop, although, unfortunately, it's kind of useless against the first boss. So I'll be switching it out. Now I'm going to do a trick here that speedrunners do, even though I'm not really a speedrunner. And since I'm not a speedrunner, I'm going to fail at it a few times before I get it right. Oh, geez, that was close. Just need to go a bit earlier. It's very tricky. You either jump off the platform or you fall straight down. Yeah. It's a bit late again. Usually I can get it in about 3 or 4 turns, but I'm going to probably take longer because I'm streaming and people are watching. But, hey. Oh, I thought that was good. Oh my goodness. it is the stream curse. All right, I'll do this or die trying. I'm not gonna take the usual route. Like, all the time I would have saved by taking the usual route is gone now, of course. There we go. I'm sure that would have been much more impressive if I hadn't taken, like, 12 attempts to do that, but, it was still pretty neat, right? I skipped an entire section of the game, and now I have 2 hit points left. 1 hit will kill me. Yeah, I saw that one coming. That's okay. Hey. I don't know if the, like, the NES Classic controls are a little different, or if I'm just not used to NES controls, but like while I was practicing on the NES Classic, it sure did seem like I would unintentionally press up or down a lot. And I just don't remember doing that with the original. Alright. Now you've all adequately seen how much I suck at this game. I do intend to beat it tonight, though. There's a way to do that. And that's with save stating. I will try to save scum as little as I can. But toward around the 4th stage, maybe I'll have to do it a little more often. For now, I'm just gonna try to beat it to just start at the beginning of the stage, or at whatever checkpoints it gives me if I die. So Castlesvania, you get these sub-weapons, and the game encourages you to use them because it rewards you with power-ups if you use them often. You can be tricked into getting the bad weapons, though, like the knife, which is... It is very fast, it is long range, but it is weaker than your whip. So it takes 1,000,000 hits to kill bosses with it. Now, right away... Okay. See, we've got these, Medusa heads that move up and down in a very tricky pattern. And, you know, pitfalls, you know, already in the 2nd level. Eventually you get the, you know, you kind of get the timing down and know how to avoid these Medusa heads. And it's not that hard, but I don't know. I would like to. I was going to say like by today's standards, but that's not really true anymore. They're coming out with really hard and difficult and frustrating games nowadays, due to the renaissance of difficult indie games started by Super Meat Boy. But so I'll say like during the early to mid 2000s, this would be considered fairly hard. And I still consider it hard because I am much more casual gamer than I was when I was 9 years old. So I believe these are insta-death. Not terribly hard to avoid, but still kind of scary, because if you don't avoid them, you're dead. Okay, I meant to do that. That was a shortcut. It was totally intentional. Like I said, holy water is the best weapon in the game. You can use it to cheese pretty much all the bosses, except for the very first one. Like so. That was Medusa. She normally moves around and throws snakes, but with holy water, you could just have her just sit there and take abuse. Ideally, I would keep this holy water, like, throughout the rest of the game, almost. But, I'm not that good a player, so I'm probably going to die and lose it at least once or twice. And if not that, I'll, like, hit a candle that gives me the knife or something and accidentally take it. So, whoops. Once again, it really is weird. I think there is something issue with the classic controllers. I do find myself pressing up when I don't mean to a lot with these things. But Stage 3 introduces some of the more infamous enemies in Castlesvania, particularly the Fleamen. I'm going to get on the staircase so that they can't knock me back into the pit. I don't want that. But also the skeletons, who aren't quite so dangerous. They're just annoying. The Fleamen, who are called Hunchbacks in the Nintendo Entertainment System release of the game. In the instruction book, they were called Hunchbacks, not Fleamen. And I guess they kind of do resemble Igor, so it's like, fair enough. Oop. These guys do not go away. But, yeah, you want to kill the Fleamen as soon as you see them, otherwise they will bounce and jump around everywhere and cause extreme headaches for you forever. Alright, this is actually a pretty dangerous spot here, because there is 2 pitfalls, and then, yeah, this guy who can knock you back. Like so! Wow! I didn't mean to actually demonstrate it. Oh, yeah, that does me a lot of good. Oof. It's like you're at the end of the stage, and a lot of games they would give you relief by having the respawning enemies stop spawning for a bit, but not this one. The Medusa heads keep on coming. Yeah, that was really stupid. I should have been able to get past that point without dying, but I mistimed my whip. That's what I was supposed to do. Alright. I think the rest of the level's pretty easy. Oof, I am sucking big time. Oh my god. I don't know why I did that. by doing the attack, I prevented myself from being able to do the jump input because I was still in the middle of my attack input animation rather. Okay, hopefully I'll get a whip upgrade eventually. Oh boy. I still have a short whip, and I have to get past this guy somehow. I'm not even going to try to... Alright. All is not lost. We got food here. It's still going to be kind of a pain because I have no sub-weapon. I have the knife, but that's technically just shit, so I don't... Wow. Okay, they were nice to me. The mummies aren't exactly the most difficult of the Castlevania bosses, but still, like, with no sub-weapon and half my life, it was still kind of scary there. And here's where our difficulty really ramps up. This is where I die a lot. I've died a lot when I was even when I was 9 years old, I died a lot. And when I was practicing earlier for this, I died all the time. Because bats just keep on spawning. And there's water everywhere to fall into and die instantly. Alright. Gotta keep moving, basically. Oh, what the hell? That was just weird. I was like one pixel off from being able to land on that platform. That was... I've died a lot in practicing, but not quite like that. That was pretty interesting. A lot of games would be nice, and if you were that close to the platform, they just let you land on it. The hitbox would be extended just a teeny bit. Not Castlevania, though. Castlevania, you've got to really work. They give you no leeway. Alright. Not really out of the woods, because now we've got eagles dropping fleamen coming up. And as I said, you gotta kill these guys right away. It's not too hard at first, but then they start dropping two at a time pretty soon. Oh, for Christ's sake, I don't want that axe. Damn it! Oh, one of the worst enemies of Castlevania is the random weapon drop. Oh, thank you for just despawning my power-up game. That was really nice of you. That's just what I was hoping for. Let's see, I think the second one is the dagger. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Wow. Game's finding all sorts of ways to just be not nice. Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this without holy water, but I'll give it a shot. Ugh. You really need holy water to be able to beat this boss. Alright. I mean, you don't need it. But it's the only way I can beat it consistently. Go. Thank you. What? Can't believe Frankenstein actually killed me there. It's usually his Fleeman assistant that does that. That's the funny thing about the Frankenstein boss. It's like the first very hard boss, but Frankenstein himself is the one you need to kill, but this tiny little henchman that does all the work. Ugh. It really is hard to do that without an actual... Like, the knife isn't going to do shit against him. That's why I'm not even bothering using it. So this time I'm going to use safe stating. Because we've seen it level once. We don't need to see it a million times. So I'm going to use safe stating to make sure I still have the holy water by the end. God damn it, game. Alright, screw that. My timing was just way off on that run. Well, god damn it! How many times am I going to have to be hit? That's another thing about Castlevania. You gotta kind of get used to the very, very... Well, not very, very, but somewhat completely slow attack animation that Simon Belmont has. There are so many times when you'll get hit when you're in the first two animations of your whip attack. You gotta wait for the third animation before it can actually do damage. And, it could take longer to get there than it seems. Alright, the way save stating works in the NES Classic is you reset the game. You press the reset button on the little mini console. And the point you're at can be saved in that little save area down below. And due to the usage of the reset button to do that, do that kind of stuff, I believe that's the reason the controller cords are so short, because the mini console is supposed to be close to you anyway at all times, so that you can do the resets. Oh, the pattern I'm getting is really terrible. The one I got before was really nice, because like all the birds appeared in front of me. Now I've got some appearing behind me. Alright, there we go. I should be good for the boss fight this time. Alright, right. Almost forgot. Ah, shoot! How'd I turn around? Well, I should still have it. Wait, what? That's weird, man. I didn't know it took off 4. It takes off 4 ticks of health already. Maybe it's just a boss that does that. Anyway, that's why I save stated. Yeah, okay, so normal enemies take off 3 ticks of health and a boss takes off 4. Well, that's good to know now. I would have been a little more cautious if I'd known that I was 1 hit away from dying there. Hey, where's my power up? He gave it to me last time. Is it in here? No. Okay. There we go. There's a way to jump through that guy without getting hurt, but I'm not quite good enough to do that. Once again, I am not pressing left, I assure you people. I assure you folks who are watching this stream supposedly, I am not pressing left and turning around so I can get hit, but it just keeps happening. There really is something weird about this controller, like it's... a little more 360 degrees than it's supposed to be or something. I don't know, but I made it. Okay, I don't need to save. If I lose my power, if I lose my holy water, that would suck, but I can manage. I like the theme of this level. It's one that you don't hear ever again in the Castlesvania series, but it's very catchy. So this one doesn't have as many pitfalls, so it's not quite so hard to stage, except that, as you can see, you lose 4 ticks of health just from normal enemies now, so 4 hits and you're dead. Should be a little bit more careful than I've been. Oh, shoot. Okay. the blood skeletons in this stage, of course, don't stay dead. Another familiar enemy in the Castlevania lore is the axe armor. These guys like to stay out of reach, and it can be very annoying. Okay. Do 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 do. I came pretty close to. I was like a pixel away from hitting that guy's hitbox that time. Wow. See, I think there's. Just money. Would have liked health, but oh well. As you can see, I don't really have the game memorized. I don't know where all the secrets are. So yeah, it really is one of the easier stages simply because of the lack of insta-death potential. However, it does have an infamously difficult boss at the end. One which took me many days to get past back when I was 9. Much needed food. Oh boy, axe armor and Medusa heads. The perfect combo. Oh my god. Well, there goes my easy kill. I would have had an easy time with the Grim Reaper. Oh, for God's sake, you kidding me? If I could have kept my holy water with the triple shot upgrade there, but I'm gonna have to make do with the boomerang. Hey. Game ain't pressing a button when I want them to. Alright, truth be told, boomerang isn't the worst weapon to have here. Well, hey! Rude. Medusa, come on. Alright, so I can take 2 hits from Grim Reaper. This'll be hairy. Are you kidding me? How am I missing him? Holy shit! Oh, this game. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna do this. There's no way. You didn't give me a whip upgrade. Like, seriously, why didn't it give me a whip upgrade? Well, it looks like I'll be restarting a stage, folks. Looks like I'm going to be doing that. Or not. Looks like some safe scumming is going to happen ahead, though. If you all will excuse me. Yeah, that's a nice drop. Alright, like I said, I'm safe stating here. Sorry, folks. I'm good enough to beat the game legitimately, but it'll just take a little bit too long, I think, for me to get around that. Especially if I get a pattern like that. Holy shit, dude. I think his skies could not possibly have appeared in worse positions. Ugh. Death is difficult. He's a difficult boss, unless you have the holy water, which I lost. That's okay. You're seeing a more legitimate fight than if I had had the holy water and had just, you know, spammed it at him. Oh my goodness. I'm getting the worst patterns. Like, how in the world was I supposed to avoid all that? God, and how am I keep missing him? Alright, there we go. There we go. Whoop. His skies are still around and they can still kill you after he dies, and that has happened to me many a time when playing the original version, and boy howdy, I tell you what, there was some controller throwing going on in my 9-year-old days. Final stage. And I just kind of want to start with a full set of lives. As you can see, the first boss reappears as we cross this bridge. Several times, as it turns out. And, it's best to just keep on moving. And hope you get good patterns. Ugh, that was not a good pattern. Alright, fortunately, that was a checkpoint. So if I get killed, which is very likely at this point, like so, I start here. Over there, I was counting on the skeleton to jump toward me, but he would not do that. He was just stubbornly staying on the platform to the left there. He's doing it again. Come on. Oh, what? God, you jerk. Come on. Hey. Oh, nice. I'm happy that happened. Now, there's no way to reach this freaking skeleton. Dimensional last stage is really hard. What the fuck? That never happens, and now it happened twice in a row. Fuck the skeleton. Go die in a million flames and... Oh, that annoys me. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, good. I had a good sub-weapon. I just got rid of it. Because, you know, I'd rather have the dagger. Why not? Oh, you kidding me, game? Do. I'm hitting the candle. Why isn't it blowing up? Thank you. All right. I'm just gonna save scum right here. I'm just gonna do it. Because as you can see, this is ridiculous. Random birds randomly appearing in random areas, dropping fleamen that bounce and jump everywhere. I was kind of hoping that if I just kept moving, I would be able to get out of it, but no, that doesn't work. I will, you know, not get the dagger and see if I can use a stopwatch to cheese my way through it. I bet I could. I bet it'll work. And it did. I'm out. I'm through the area. Now the nicest thing this game does is, even if you game over, you restart from here. And you kind of need that advantage because Dracula's a ridiculously, stupidly hard boss, so... you're seeing a pattern, right? Okay, I jumped too early. How did I not hit him? I didn't even try on that last one. Here we go. Might be wondering, why not just keep the boomerang? Wouldn't it make the fight a lot easier? And it would. It would. But, this is not a single stage boss. You may notice his head kind of phases out before the rest of his body does. It's something the game does to troll you, so his weak point goes away. Before you can hit it, you have to time it perfectly, and you have to do it. You know, it takes away 1 tick of his health each time. So you have to do it like 20 times. See, I didn't press up that time, but he still threw his sub-weapon. I don't know why. I don't know why. He just felt like defying me. Alright, let's try this method. And he does that a lot. He will appear on top of you a lot because he's just that kind of boss. He's an asshole. I don't know how I ever beat this game legitimately. It's just one of those things I could do when I was 9. Okay, I'm doing a little better this time. I think I got the pattern. I was a little late there. All right. You know, because one stupidly difficult asshole boss isn't enough, you get a second phase. Oh yes. The game lets you fight him again, as he becomes a gargoyle for no reason. Because, I mean, you know, did Dracula ever do this? As far as I know, he did not. But in Castlesvania he does. Just because. You know, why not? And he was 2 hits away. I have to say, when I was a kid, and I thought I had fucking beat the game, that him exploding and becoming a gargoyle just to surprise the freaking hell out of me. Holy cow, did I ever nail that one? Ah, dang it. Man, I had full health. I did pretty much everything you could possibly do wrong against the gargoyle. Like, yeah, I could have done that worse. Rest assured, I'm determined to beat Dracula without save scumming, so... If it means me having to beat this version, this stage, 20 times, then so be it. That's how it's done. So that Dracula fight was the first Dracula fight in Castlevania. It gets repriced later in Castlevania 3 when you fight against Alucard. It's a similar fight, but much easier. And then again in Castlevania X Symphony of the Night. Or rather, Castlevania X, and then Castlevania X Symphony of the Night. Castlevania X's last boss fight is pretty much exactly this Castlevania fight. Right down to it being 2 stages, and the second one being some odd gargoyle. Then that fight gets replayed at the beginning of Symphony of the Night. So I like these fake credits. You know, when I was 9 years old, I didn't quite get them. I didn't... Very, badly translated Simon Belmont there. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Then you just, start again from the beginning. Don't remember if the second loop is harder or not. I think it might be. Knowing Konami, it probably is. But, I beat the game. That's enough of that. We'll move on to Castlevania 2. That was some good commentary. I deserve more viewers on this channel. But what can I do? Alright. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. You've arrived back here at Transylvania on business. Hey! Well. Alright. Castlevania 2, quite a departure from the first game. Now it's an adventure platformer, not a straight platformer. Although, those young folk who are more familiar with modern Castlevanias will find this a bit more familiar. Albeit highly primitive. So we've got towns, we got villagers to talk to, but nothing they say makes a lick of sense. Clues to Dracula's vigil are in the town of Veros. That doesn't really help you at all. I mean, he's just naming a location that's in the game. On top of the 6th tree in Denny's Woods. What's Dennis Woods? The game never says. Alright, the ferryman loves garlic, only that's actually not what you need to use to get what you need from the ferryman. You need Dracula's heart, as I recall correctly. If I recall correctly. So I'm not sure what garlic does. I could try using it just to see what happens. A magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. But where's the wall of evil? And what do you mean magic potion? He means this. Or rather, the holy water. That's the magic potion. He's saying that the holy water will destroy walls. And they do. That's what the holy water is used for in Castlevania 2. This is the first appearance of Bloody Tears, the main theme of Castlevania. A familiar phrase. What a horrible night to have a curse, which some indie band, I think, named a song after it. So we actually don't want to proceed with the game yet. Any original Castlevania hearts were used so that you could, as like, ammo for your sub-weapons. In this game, hearts are two things. First of all, they give Simon experience. And the EXP in this game raises your maximum health. That's all it does. But more importantly, hearts are currency. We need hearts to buy items. Important items and weapons. And one of the most important items in the entire game is, well, two rather. There's the holy water that I already bought, because you start with 50 hearts. But along with that is the white pearl, which is also worth 50 hearts. I start with 50 hearts and not 100 hearts, so, I have to grind a little bit to get the 50 hearts I need. So, I'm doing this by killing zombies. They give me 5 hearts sometimes, if they feel like it. And I'm actually having some really terrible luck, because it should be roughly 50%. I'm not getting 50% here. Okay, doing a little better now. There we go. Bring me back the other way. And basically, I'm just waiting for the town to reopen, because it's shut down during the night. The villagers do not come out while there's deadly zombies about. That includes the ones who need to sell me the items. Alright, horrible night's over. Morning sun has vanquished it. And now I can afford the, if the shopkeeper would appear. There he is. White crystal. There's one other item to buy. It's a whip upgrade. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to move on. And Castlesvania 2, in my opinion, it's a pretty fun game. Just don't play it without a guide. Alright, so we're moving on to the next town. I don't remember the name of the town, but we're moving on to it. In fact, hold on a second. I have to get out a map. I have to get out the strategy wiki guide for Castlesvania 2 because I'm not going to play this from memory. I did practice it a bit, but that can only do so much. Strategy wiki. Alright, how many hearts do I have? 54. Alright, I do need to buy a whip upgrade soon. How much is it, actually? 150 hearts, okay. So I need to grind it a little bit again. But I really do need this. I need this whip upgrade. Hopefully I'll get to the town before it's nighttime again. So I can heal up. Alright, we're good. Kind of wondering, should I just go ahead? I think I'll go ahead into the mansion. I'll take my chances with this little dinky whip. Because it's not like there's a boss or anything in these layers. Castlevania 2 is odd like that. There's only 3 bosses in the entire game, and you don't even have to fight the first 2. Alright, I need the power of this crystal to see this platform. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Yikes. Alright, gotta concentrate. I don't want to get killed. It's a very odd troll that the game does right there. It's a lot of hidden platforms, and you gotta know where to find them. I mean, rather, not hidden platforms, but platforms that are not actually there. They are anti-hidden. Okay, you're being really annoying, skeleton. The aforementioned life upgrade from EXP just happened there. Alright. Got 100 hearts, but I do have to spend 50 of them now. Because I have to make an investment in an oak stake. Alright, coming up is a rather awful trick the game employs. See how that skeleton turned away there? It's because that platform is actually a false platform. And right in front of the end of the stage. If I had fallen through there, and I will fall through there, because it's a shortcut back to the beginning, but I now process Dracula's rib. Dracula's rib is an item that gives you a shield. But yeah, takes you all the way back here. And yes, you would have to pretty much restart the level if you had fallen down there accidentally. Now, fortunately, there's no false platforms down here that will drop me into the river. Alright. So that's the first mansion. Let me just check really quick to see where I go next. I do have to head right, but I'm going around this way. So I do need this whip upgrade. Yep. Be me pretty much doing this for a bit. Holy shit, I'm having bad luck. Oh, jeez, I didn't take it. There we go. Almost there. Ah, dang it. It's actually a very tight window between when the screen transitions and you can attack them without getting hurt. Okay, I'm screwing up big time now. Let's go ahead and go to town, I think. Enough time has passed, so... Come on, morning sun, anytime now. Thank you. And And just instantly the townsfolk appear. They're very prompt. Whoops. Yes, I do want to purchase a chain whip. Alright. That'll make the next few parts a bit easier. Simon, please. There's a secret item to get over to the left, but it's useless, so I'm going to skip it. Just so you'll know. If there's any Castlesvania 2 experts saying, why didn't I get that item? It's because, you know, it's stupid and dumb and no one ever uses it. Ah! For crying out loud. 1 second, folks. Okay, that's right. The town down here, pretty important, because they sell laurels, which I need to get through much of the game. Oh, not to mention a blue crystal, which I need to proceed with the game. How much do I... Oh, for crying out loud, really? Ah! I thought the town was down here. This is not the town. Well, shoot. Wasted a life, and I wasted a lot of time, and time is precious because you can't get the best ending without beating it really fast. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to town before nighttime now. Oh well. Probably going to get the ending where Simon dies, but... Ah well. Let's see. Where do I buy the... Okay, this is garlic in this door. Laurels and Dorsey. Okay. And it's a horrible night. So I've got to sit around and hunt zombies for a bit before I can move on. That's great. That's perfect. I'm glad about this. That's weird. Why'd the first guy take 3 hits, but now they take only 1? Well, I'm not going to complain. I don't know, I could probably use these hearts anyway. Okay. I hope everybody is having a good night. I do intend to beat this game tonight. It'll take at least a couple hours. It's not the longest game in the world. A lot of its length is artificial. You know, like nighttime becomes nighttime. Therefore, making you unable to do anything in town that you need to do to proceed with the game. Thereby extending the length of the game. Making you go back and forth killing zombies. In what is, you know, it's not fun, but it's somehow eerily soothing. This kind of 2D platform grinding kind of thing I'm doing here. Alright. This guy has what I need. Exchanging crystals is more... It's more an upgrade. The blue crystal can do everything a white crystal can do, and more. So if I were to return to that one mansion, which there's really no need to do that, but if I did, I would still be able to see that invisible platform. Let's see, 4 laurels, that should be enough for the whole game. I'm going to go with that. I hope I'm right. Laurels make you temporarily invincible. You know, it's a nice little power-up, but in addition to that, there are areas where it's required. Alright. So back to where I was before, where I stupidly died by walking right into this admittedly kind of in-your-face and surprising lake. Only this time I don't intend to walk into the lake. crystal equipped. With the crystal equipped, you just crouch. And then suddenly, yeah. What was deadly before is no longer deadly. It's a path to the mansion. Let me find a map. Okay, this is the mansion that has kind of the first part of the building, which is totally a red herring. There's nothing in the left side of the mansion at all, so I'm just going to skip it. Yeah. There's a whole lot of stuff over there that leads to nowhere. You're supposed to just jump through that wall. Let's see. Right? Gotta go right. Whoops. That's fine. Pretty much need to get the stake in every level, because the stake is what is needed to destroy the orb that has the Dracula body part you need. Did I mention that's the purpose of this game, is to collect body parts of Dracula? Gotta get all his blood and organs and eyeballs together, put them in a bag, and burn them so we can destroy Dracula for real. Okay, that's a lot harder than it looked. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I now possess Dracula's heart. Dracula's heart, unlike his rib, which gives me a shield, it doesn't really do anything. However, well, that's not entirely true. It does one thing. It impresses a guy who might be a fairy riverboat guy. Alright. And that's 2 mansions down. Out of, I don't remember how much. Okay, one moment. Let's see, do I go left or right? Okay. Yes, I have to go back to the first town in the game. Because, you know, that's what you do in these adventure platformers. You do a bit of backtracking. It's all 2D after all. Once again, I'm not getting this useless item. Just want y'all to know. Just didn't mean to do that. That's okay, though. I'm actually doing pretty good experience-wise. I'm, gotten pretty decent hard luck. Lately. I started out pretty bad, but it's kind of going back and evening it out a bit. It's hard not to get hit there, unless you have, like, intimate knowledge of the game. It's a pretty scary part because insta-death still exists despite this being a adventure platformer. You die if you fall in the water, and as you have seen when I just walked right into the lake. Simon drops like a weight when he's in water. He can't swim very good. And that includes these little water pits in town. You could die in a town. It's nuts. Okay, so... an interesting place to... yeah. It's actually a good place to grind back there, but I'm going to just move on. Normally you need laurels there, but I choose not to use them later on in the game. Let's see. Actually, do I want to show the heart now, or do I want to... yeah. Stop respawning. Hey, quit it. Alright. Alright. Normally he's like, oh, I'll take you somewhere good. It's very sinister. But when you got Dracula's heart, he will show you the way. To a Bram mansion. Alright. This mansion's pretty straightforward. There's no hidden wall this time. Saw that coming. It's alright, it's okay, we're good. Nothing to worry about. Game overing causes you to lose all your hearts, all your hard-earned money, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh yeah, it also pushes you back experience-wise, but I've already got as much experience as I really need in the game anyway, so I got a pretty decent health meter. So I'm not too worried about experience now. Ugh, that guy's terribly positioned. So's this guy. Why am I not throwing my holy water? I keep forgetting about that. You can use it as a weapon, too. It's not just to break through walls. Like so. Alright, so we got the first boss of the game coming up. And the first boss of Castlevania 2 is in fact the same as the fourth boss of Castlevania 1, which is one of the most difficult bosses in Nintendo 8-bit gaming. It's the Grim Reaper. But you don't have to fight him. You can just walk right by him and take Dracula's whatever this is. His eyeball. I've taken his one eyeball. He only has one, apparently. And yeah. you know, you get an okay item if you beat the Grim Reaper. That's it. But it's by no means a necessary item. So you just, you know, just walk by him. That's how you get by the Grim Reaper in this game. This game is arguably as difficult as Castlevania 1, but for different reasons. It's mostly because of how arcane it is. Not because the fights are particularly difficult. Are necessary. Whoops. Spoke too soon. I'm about to game over. I don't want to do that. Because I've got 228 hearts. That's a lot of hearts to lose, actually. Just excuse me a moment. I'm gonna... I'm banking on the fact that I'm leveling up soon. I might be wrong about that. Thought it would have happened by now. Oh my god. After all that, I lost it all. I don't know how much experience I needed. I had over 150. That was not the right plan, apparently. Hello? I don't remember this. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm annoyed. That's so many fucking hearts lost. And I didn't need them. I needed them all. So I'm gonna have to grind when I didn't want to. After all that grinding I just did to try not to grind. That's so annoying. That is so fucking annoying. Like, how much fucking experience do I fucking need? Jesus Christ, game. Alright. Whatever. Nothing I can do about that now. Okay, so the next place I need to go is the town where if I don't have the heart, he'll take me to that town. Just so sinister. But it's not like he's taking me to, like, straight into the mouth of death or anything. It's just taking me to the place that's not the mansion. In fact, a place I need to go anyway. Let's see. Alright, just keep on going to the left. I need to get 200 hearts before I get to the next town. And I had 200 hearts. I had it. Then I lost it. Hey. Hey! Shield blocks projectiles unless it doesn't want to, I guess. Oh my goodness, that pattern. God damn it! Alright, we're good. No problem. We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Like I said, I need 200. Will the zombies be enough to get me that 200? Guess we'll find out. Okay, they only take 2 hits. That's good. Come on. Hey. Game. All right. It was somewhat tight. The tried and true Morning Star. After getting 2 whip power-ups, you get that whip in Castlevania 1. You have to buy it fairly late in the game in Castlevania 2. And we gotta fight Ludwig Beethoven. We have to fight Beethoven ghosts. Flaming Beethovens. Alright. That's pretty scary, but not as bad as it looks. Alright, pretty much like before. We have the red crystal. We crouch and get taken magically away to the next mansion. Whoop. Okay, I did get a whip upgrade, but these guys still take 2 hits. It just means they would have taken all the more hits if I had not gotten that upgrade. I meant to do that. That was not an accident. That's right. Ideally, I want 100. 100 hearts. That... that was me being stupid. Looking at the strategy wiki while I should have been paying attention to destroying the skulls. Alright, nice. Level up there. Aha, okay, there we go. You know, I screwed up. Because I do not have an oak stake. Oh well. Shoot. Means I wasted quite a bit of time. Quite a bit of time. How do I get up there? Yeah, shoot. Wait, what? What the hell? What? Wait. Oh, come on, really? Oh, Strategy Wiki has failed me. Okay. The real way to speed through this level was to get a stake from the merchant in the previous stage. God damn it. Well, no way I'm getting the best ending now. I screwed this pooch. Will you please? Thank you. Hey. This sucks. Alright, now what do I do? Kind of tease you here. They make you think. This is where Dracula's body part is. Because it looks similar to where they tend to put them. Alright, here's the merchant. Fortunately, it's not too long a trek between him and the body part, but man, did I waste so much time having to go through that twice. Anyway, we got it. We got Dracula's nail. I think there's only one body part left after this. So yeah. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, straight to the left. Okay. Alright. 1 second. Where do I go next? Right. Are you kidding me? Game? Seriously? You bastard. You complete and total bastard. I hate you. I hate you. Well, fortunately, the final whip upgrade, it doesn't cost anything. In fact, I don't think I need any money for the rest of the game, so if I game over, it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's go on ahead with my new flame whip. Wait, what? Oh. That's right, okay. Alright, yeah, that's right. This is another stage with a bunch of odd extraneous parts to it. Like, there's a whole section up there that has nothing in it. Whoop. Oddly enough, we can attack the flame men with a flame whip and it'll kill them. Alright. Time to use the invincibility. Horrible. Horrible! Okay. Final Mansion isn't too hard. Even with the Flame Whip, everybody takes 2 hits, though. That's pretty hardcore, you might say. Oi. Fortunately, there's really not really any, if many, if any, many, if any. There's not many, if any. That sounds weird, but I think that's correct. There's not many, if any, tricks or traps in this level. No breakaway floors, no false floors, nothing like that. So it's pretty straightforward. If you know how to jump, which I did not. Alright, now I don't need money, any more hearts in the game. So, yeah, game overing doesn't really matter at this point. It's not to say I'm not going to try to not get killed. Whoa! A big old pile of skeletons waiting for me down here. Okay, want to jump to the right. Jump. Otherwise I will have to repeat a whole bunch of the level. "24 holy waters it took to destroy those guys." Now I do have to fight this boss. She has a very important item for me. It's not a hard boss, so if I die against her, that would be very embarrassing. Yeah, pretty much this is what you do. This boss is Carmilla, and she shows up in other Castlevania games that follow this one. Not as a spooky bloody mask, but as a hot lady. But the cross, yeah, I need that to defeat Dracula, so... Unlike the Grim Reaper, there's no skipping Carmilla. But you'll find another odd idiosyncrasy of Castlevania 2 coming up. That's right, bosses don't stay dead in this game. However, you can just walk by them the second time. You don't have to defeat them again. Alright. I find it odd that we're collecting Dracula's body parts, and the last part you collect is the ring, which is not a part of his body. Alright. Uh-oh. I think I could make it. Yeah, okay. Because that was all my laurels that I had. It is very unfortunate that game overing is not that big a deal anymore. Just go. Alright. Do 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 do. Oh. Apparently I do not have... Okay, there we go. It's like, why am I not throwing my holy water? Do 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 do. Man, even Medusa heads take 2 hits with this whip. It's fortunate the Medusa heads are not nearly as annoying. Alright, just gotta keep on going right. Hey, what do you know? We can go to the church. Why not? See, where do I want to go now? Looks like I want to go to the town down here. Well, we won't be seeing it in this run, but this is the town that has one person in it. It's an old lady, and she says, "Let's live here together." Needless to say, that's not our plan. We're not planning to live together in this town with a crazy old woman. Oh, those birds have slightly annoying patterns. Oh. Aha. And to the right is Dracula's castle. We're almost there, folks. This is not a difficult stage. Just gonna say that right now. Are you still here, Nico? I couldn't pay attention to chat because I was paying attention to like the strategy wiki maps, unfortunately. Either way, I apologize. But let's take care of this guy who kind of looks like Dracula. Oops. Okay. Dracula's not a difficult fight, but I forgot how to do it. You have to like stand in a certain position and just whip over and over to kill him. But instead I jumped into him and died. Weird. I don't remember him being difficult. I don't remember this boss being difficult. What am I doing wrong? Am I misremembering this game? I thought you just stood to the left and like spammed your attack and it killed him. I could swear that's what you had to do. Wow. What's going on here? What am I doing wrong? This is not a hard, like, this is not a hard boss. This is kind of embarrassing. This is like one of the easiest last bosses in all of gaming, and I'm screwing it up. The hell was that? This is so confusing. This is not what I remember. Okay, that's what I remember. Okay, I'm guessing I get the encounter with Dracula is terminated. Simon Belmont. Oh, this is the best ending. Well, go me. I always got to like the second best ending, where Simon dies. Oddly enough, it isn't the worst ending. It will induce magic and happiness. For those who walk on this land. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm happy I got the best ending. I actually never got the best ending, before. Back when I was 9. No, wait, 1988. Let's see. I was 11 at the time. You know, I always beat the game a little too slowly to get the best ending. And I only saved a bit at the end there when I was confused by why I was having trouble with Dracula. I get the feeling that it was because I never beat the game quite that quickly before. Uh, and because of that, I didn't have as much health as I usually do. And that's why it just felt like I was dying really quickly. Anyway, that's it for the stream. Next stream I will be taking on the original